owner of Stogie's in London Pub. He was in the studio after his shift this morning at 6 a.m. Live in the Daybreak studio now is Bernardo. He's from St. Leonard and the president of the Ferrari Club of Montreal, which are people who own Ferraris.
Actually, it's the Ferrari Club of America, Quebec chapter.
There you go. And they are people who own Ferraris.
Yeah, they're all owners, yes.
Yeah. Now, can I just ask you the same question I asked Steve Siozios just a moment ago? What are you doing differently this year, given all this brouhaha?
Well, it just happens to coincide that we wanted to do something a little more sedate. You know, we've been in Little Italy the last few years. Even back then, security wasn't concerned. I mean, there'd be people, you know, getting a little too up close and personal with the cars. You'd have scantily clad women asking, could I pose with the cars in the lucite shoes? And it doesn't fit quite with the image of Ferrari that most owners want to project.
And so what are you doing different?
Well, we're avoiding the hot spots. I mean, downtown, we never really were participants in downtown. It's pretty chaotic. And when you show up with a $200,000, $300,000 vehicle, you get a little antsy when you have a bit too many hands on it.
I understand that the cars this year won't be going downtown, won't be going to Little Italy, but they will be going to the West Island?
They'll be going elsewhere. And the Ferrari owners know where we'll be.
West Island.
Perhaps. I mean, there's some in the West Island, there's some in St. Leonard. I know of events happening in Terrebonne. I mean, the whole island is partying.
But why are you being so coy?
We don't want unwanted visitors, if you know what I mean. I mean, we're not, some people saying, oh, you're being chicken and you're running away. And I said, no, it's like when, you know, it rains, you bring an umbrella. When it's sunny, you bring your sunglasses. Same principle.
What do you make of all the spotlight on the Formula One this year? I know every year there is one, but it is different this year. No?
Well, I mean, obviously, students want to use F1 as a platform to demonstrate their agenda. There's always been the fight and the endless debate between the haves and the have-nots. So the anarchists, I mean, it's nothing new. I mean, they're always there. But for the most part, I can see that people have a good time. Most people are law-abiding citizens and whatnot. But and security is there. It'll probably be more discreet, but it'll be there. But like Mr. Sosos was saying, we don't want to say what we're doing in terms of security because that will be tipping off the enemy.
I know you just talked about the haves and the have-not debate. The people who feel that Formula One racing caters to the hyper-rich, and clearly that's partly a caricature because there are people that aren't rich that enjoy the Formula One very much. But there also has been this year that controversy over the F1 and the Grand Prix in Bahrain, and they have problems there that are not on a scale we even know about. But is the F1 organization, does it need to think maybe a little bit harder about some of the optics, and particularly with Bahrain?
That's a good question. I wasn't prepared for that. Like I said before, there always was a struggle between the haves and the have-nots, and it transcends F1. It's beyond F1, and Bahrain probably has deeper-rooted problems than we have here. I mean, we're talking, the dictatorial regimes and draconian regimes and people that have been repressed for so long. Well, they used F1 as a platform.
You think everyone is still going to be able to enjoy this year? That'll be a success?
I think so. And I believe that the people that will be there, if they see any trouble, they'll just pull out their iPhones and look at the guys that threw the smoke bombs. They got caught real fast in the subway because people decided to take pictures and post them.
Thank you for coming in. Nice to meet you.
Thank you for getting me out of bed.
Bernardo Pizarziewski, he's president of the Quebec chapter of the Ferrari Club of America. Did I get that right?
You got that.
Thank you. 22 CBC, 10 minutes to 8. Here's the traffic and Jennifer.